Christian News from English Christian Times. The seventh Beatitude, Pope Francis explains two ideas of peace. In his general audience on Wednesday morning that took place in the library of the Vatican Apostolic Palace, Holy Father, while resuming the cycle of catechesis on the Beatitudes, focused his meditation on the seventh. Blessed are the peacemakers, because they will be called children of God. After summarizing his catechesis in different languages, the Pope Francis addressed particular expressions of greetings to the faithful. Today's catechesis was dedicated to the seventh Beatitude, that of the peacemakers who are proclaimed children of God. I am glad that it happens immediately after Easter, because the peace of Christ is the fruit of his death and resurrection, as we have heard in the reading of St. Paul. To understand this bliss, one must explain the meaning of the word peace, which can be misunderstood or sometimes trivialized, he said. Budapest International Eucharistic Congress postponed to September 2021 due to the current COVID-19 health situation and its consequences on the movement and aggregation of the faithful and pilgrims. The Holy Father, together with the Pontifical Committee for International Eucharistic Congresses and with the Hungarian Episcopate, has decided to postpone the 52nd International Eucharistic Congress scheduled in Budapest next September 2020 to September 2021. Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanks Christian health bodies' support to tackle COVID-19. Responding to Christian coalitions offered to help the embattled nation to combat the novel coronavirus crisis, Indian Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi on Monday personally thanked Father Matthew Abraham, President of Christian Coalition for Health and Director General of Catholic Health Association of India. During the conference call, Prime Minister noted that extraordinary times require extraordinary solutions, which was why even in this globalized era, most of the world has quarantined itself. This was an unavoidable step taken to fight this pandemic, but it was also hugely consequential, as the closure of the globalized system has had an extensive and far-reaching impact upon the international transport system, financial markets, and the global economy. Fulani militants kill 4 in Kaduna State. Another attack took place on 19th April in the town of Angwan Magaji, Kaduna State, Nigeria. This attack is believed to have perpetrated by Fulani militants who attacked late that afternoon around 6:30 p.m. The attack took the lives of 4 Christians who attended the local Catholic and ECWA churches. During the attack, which lasted for more than 2 hours, the gunmen also destroyed at least 38 houses, leaving many families without homes. This is especially dangerous during this time of pandemic, when isolation could mean the difference between getting the virus and not. The assailants not only targeted the local homes, but also their food stores and other essential supplies. They burned down and destroyed as much of the locals' food in order to make it impossible for them to stay in the village any longer. Australian missionary acquitted of fraud in Cambodia. Australian missionary Martin Chan, who was arrested last November while boarding a flight to Hong Kong, has been cleared of criminal fraud on April 21st amid a bitter legal dispute over the construction of bilingual school. Due to repeated delays in his case, Chan was not in court when the verdict was announced by a Cambodian appeals court judge dismissing charges of criminal fraud brought against him. After his lawyer informed him that he was not found guilty, the 49-year-old missionary said it is a relief. Chan and his wife, Deborah Kim, who he met in Sydney, arrived in Cambodia in 2013. The couple has spent most of their life working as Christian missionaries for a Korean charity called His Child, which contracted local firm PHV Construction to build a school for 1,000 bilingual students. Aid fails to reach Christian IDPs during COVID-19. A number of Catholic charities in Iraq are raising the alarm that because of COVID-19 quarantine restrictions, they are unable to access Christians who remain internally displaced by Islamic State. These charities are based in the KRG but often work in the Nineveh Plains, which is disputed territory between the KRG and ICG. During normal circumstances, the dispute already makes it difficult for charities to travel between locations. COVID-19 makes travel almost impossible. 2 house churches in China raided by local authorities. On April 19, the house in China's Xiamen, a city in southeastern Fujian province, was raided by local authorities during their Sunday service. According to the preacher, Titus Yu's Twitter account, government staff from 5 different departments were part of this raid. After they tried to stop the service for 30 minutes, Yu and his other co-worker were summoned verbally while he was preaching. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. St. Augustine. News Desk, Christian Times.